Today on Refined, Paradise lost.
A little was just laughing by the bonfire, having a good time, and here I am in tears because of this.
The bonfire, the half birthday, and the new brunette in town triggers a tsunami of emotions, and our roundtable is ready to tackle it all.
I don't get Dean, and Dean reminds me of every bad relationship I've ever had, because seriously, he cannot make up his mind.
Then, we get pampered at 22,000 feet. Hey, the red carpet treatment. We meet the driving force behind the Northwest business flying high thanks to elite customer service. Plus,
So Langley is one of the most magical places that I've ever come across wherever I've lived.
we decompress in one of our favorite laid-back island escapes. Seattle Refined starts now. Hey everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson, coming to you today from San Michelle Winery. Just when you thought things were back to fun in the sun on ABC's Bachelor in Paradise, a love triangle the size of Bermuda erupted between Dean Danielle and Christina. And that's just the start of the steamy drama that's turned Paradise into a steamy Peyton Place. Are you feeling a little bit behind? Our Bachelor Roundtable will get you caught up.
Okay, guys, we have a couple huge three-way love triangles going on here in Paradise this weekend. But before we get into that, there's some breaking news from Bachelor Nation.
Oh.
You ready?
Yes.
Nick and Vanessa. Over.
Shocker.
Not surprising.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
surprising.
we all just say, one, we knew this was coming, and two, their energy during Carly and Evan's wedding was painful to watch. They're both just like,
They released a joint statement saying that they love each other and they're sad that their fairy tale ending didn't work out. But that's just the way it goes. And another bachelorette couple bites the dust.
Yeah.
But you know, at least we have Paradise. There might be some couples coming out of there. The first love triangle we have going on is Christina and Dean. They were the original two. And then Danielle came to Paradise.
Hi, how are you? Hi, Danielle.
And Dean is a smitten kitten.
On a scale of 1 to physically attracted, I'll take physically attracted for 500, please.
and he went on a date with Danielle, and that was fine. And he talked to Christina afterwards and like, let you know, I just want to let you know, I still care for you, I still like you, I still want to see where this goes. And then they're snuggling by the fire, and then all of a sudden he walks away and brings Danielle a cake for her half birthday, and that's when Christina just runs off crying.
Dean's like kind of playing games. Like he literally was like cuddling with Christina, and then 2 seconds later he was bringing out a cake for D'Lo's half birthday. And I was like, I need to get out of here.
I don't get Dean, and Dean reminds me of every bad relationship I've ever had, because seriously, he cannot make up his mind.
I think this one hurts the most for viewers, and especially our executive producer who's really involved in it too. Christina came from such a hard life, and her story is really, really sad and all the things that she's overcome, so you don't want to see her hurt. And so when you see her crying over a guy, and she was invested in him, you really do feel for her because she's already been through so much.
I'm seriously like starting to just shut up, Robin.
The second of our love triangles is Raven, Adam, and Sarah.
Sarah came in, and I know she has her eyes set on Adam because while we had the shutdown from the show, Adam and I met while I was in Dallas, and Sarah and I ended up spending the night with Adam. And that morning when I woke up, I walked downstairs and saw Adam and Sarah cuddling.
He is so hot, and he has such a great personality, and you can tell that like everybody loves him. Like all the women love him.
He and Raven were kind of having their thing, and then a new gal, Sarah, comes on the scene, and she is straight to the point about what she wants.
If I think I like you, I want to go all in fast. I want to go now, and I want to, like, you literally are not going to get anything different than what you see now. So
So Raven's into Adam. I think there's a lot more going on there, and I'm just really curious to see how this is all playing out.
Okay, so let's move on. I would love nothing more than to be sorority sisters with Alexis.
Oh, gosh,
She's literally my favorite human. I want her to be the next Bachelorette. I want to just see her on camera all the time. She's cracking me up. She just straight up calls out Dean and people. She doesn't have any love yet, but she just calls people out.
So I'm like, I want to smack him to his face and be like, get the out of here, flip-flopper, little bitch.
Who knew that the best moment ever on these past few episodes would be when the credits were going and Alexis talks about this pizza.
All I'm doing is eating in paradise, and all I wanted was a pizza.
Where's our pizza?
And then Danielle, who's the new girl, brings this pizza that they waited for an hour for and just puts it in the sand, and her commentary was just absolutely hilarious through that.
She had one job. She had to walk down the stairs, hand us the pizza.
So I don't want to spend too much time on her because she annoys the heck out of me. But we got to talk about Lacey. Lacey was having a problem with pretty much everyone who looked her way
Poor Lacey.
this last episode.
This is the worst case scenario on Paradise. I don't have a romantic connection. Everyone that I've spoken to makes it known that they are not interested in me. Like, I genuinely don't think anyone is interested in keeping me here.
She's so good at playing the victim.
Well, I just think she needs to get better at life. She'll take whatever she can get at this moment. She went around to every guy and was like, will you go on this date? And they're like, only if you know that this is strictly friendship. So she keeps moving on to the next guy and the next guy. And so then she goes and kisses Diggy. She thinks that it's amazing, and then 5 minutes later, Diggy's like, oh, who's this lady? Dominique?
Dominique, yeah.
And Lacey has a complete meltdown.
I know I'm not taking it personally. I don't understand why you and everyone, not just you, were so quick to push her to go with Diggy. I just don't understand why no one, literally no one, thought to ask me how I feel about this.
So Lacey, just hang in there, girl. And then I have to say, my favorite moment from last week's episodes was the seatbelt scene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, with Vinny.
You really related.
That's me in every car.
Don't give your seatbelt on. This is
So Jenna feels less alone in life, thank God. But let's tune in tonight to see kind of how Bachelor keeps going. I mean, we might as well throw a third love triangle in there, right? We've got two
why
in right
not?
now.
I think there's way more, more love triangles to come. I'm excited to see how all pans out.
Bachelor in Paradise airs tonight and tomorrow at 8 right here on Como. Seattle Refined is just getting started. No. In the bowl, dude. In the bowl. Not like this. Find out why it takes a village to make this batch of cookies, but it's so worth it. But first, climb aboard. We take flight with a business where it's first class all the way. Whoa, what do you got here, Flo? Oh my
Beautiful,
God.
isn't it?
The story behind this sky-high success, next. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. An Oregon company that puts flyers in the lap of luxury has earned a reputation as one of the premier charter jet companies around. Our sponsor, Global Aviation, has made a name for itself because of its dedication to service and style. And when you meet the lady in charge, you'll understand why. Man, I am so excited today. We're getting on board that Learjet right there. We're heading down to Hillsboro, Oregon. That's near Portland. I'm gonna meet a lady they call the Queen of the Sky. Come on, let's get on board. Hey, I'm Gard.
Gard, Del Kaufman. I'm your captain today.
Thank you. And then how fast does this baby go?
About 400 miles an hour.
All right, let's go. We got a busy day.
Great, welcome aboard.
Once on board, it was time to kick back and relax. The quick ride was super smooth and the sights were sensational, like Mount Rainier peeking through the clouds to say hello. At 22,000 feet, you felt on top of the world, especially when you're in control of the snack basket. Cruising at 400 miles an hour, it didn't take long to reach our destination. Touching down in Hillsboro, Oregon, home of Global Aviation. Hey, the red carpet treatment. Captain, come here for a second.
Yes, sir.
I know the manual says 36 minutes. That was faster than 36.
It was 30 minutes, exactly.
Oh, nice work.
On the dot.
Super smooth.
You're welcome.
Gard, I'm Flo.
Hey, Flo, nice to meet you.
Welcome to Global Aviation.
Hey, will you show me your place?
Love to show you around.
Let's go.
So, Gard, we're here in one of our 4 hangars.
Wow, and look at the floor in here. It's almost like you could eat off it.
Yeah, I mean, that sort of speaks to the safety and the attention to detail and so forth that is important.
And how many jets in your fleet?
We have 22 in the hangar, 8 on our charter certificate. We're also a full-service FBO, so we provide services, fuel, maintenance, and so forth to outside aircraft if you're just transiting the area.
And forget peanuts. Flo's chefs can whip up 5-star in-flight cuisine. From short ribs to crab cakes, it's all about customer service.
People recognize it. People appreciate the quality of the service that they're receiving.
Flo Newton is the president of Global Aviation, one of the top companies in the industry. She founded the charter service 22 years ago, and she's still flying high.
When I started Global, I started with no airplanes, no hangars, no pilots.
You could say flying is in Flo's blood. It started years ago as a little girl watching the planes take off at Portland's International Airport. Years later, her love for the air flew even higher, becoming a flight attendant, learning the ins and outs of a male-dominated business. Nothing was going to slow her down.
I just think when there's opportunity out there, if you're willing to work hard, you can make it to your goal.
So I have to ask you this, Flo. What's your favorite plane here?
Oh, that's like asking me what my favorite child is.
Exactly, right?
But I'll show you one of my favorites.
Whoa, what do you got here, Flo? Oh my
Beautiful,
God.
isn't it?
Look at the woodwork.
The woodwork, the space, the range of this airplane.
So you could take this to Hawaii, right?
You could take this to Tokyo nonstop.
Tokyo nonstop. Oh, I just love this. You know, I love planes that have like a 8-foot couch in them too.
That actually folds into a bed.
I really could get used to being on this plane.
You'd look very good in here.
I would. Both of us look good in here.
Yeah, it's just very nice.
This G5 is top notch. Global Aviation prides itself on first-class executive service. You feel like royalty on board, just the way Flo wants it.
I am very proud of the company. I'm very proud of the people that we have. I love the families that we have. I really want them to walk away feeling that they got their money's worth, but that they really enjoyed the experience overall.
So can you replenish the snacks we had coming down, because we ate them all?
That's not unusual. And yes, we will have a full array of snacks for you on the way home.
To learn more about Global Aviation, log on to our website. Coming up on Refined, it's messy mayhem with a mixer. Oh, look at that poor thing. Oh, it's spitting. The mixer's spitting. It's spitting stuff out. Our favorite cooking partner concocts a cookie you gotta see to believe. Oh. Here at Seattle Refined, we never get tired of hearing from you. Like us on Facebook, tweet us your story ideas, or shoot us an email telling us what you want to see on the show. You can find our inbox at hello@seattlerefined.com. Seattle Refined will be right back. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Our Refined Kitchen bestie, Heather Earnhardt, isn't just one of the coolest cooks around, she's also one of the most creative. The display case at her restaurant, the Wandering Goose Cafe, is just loaded with unusual cakes, cookies, and biscuits that only Heather could have dreamed up. But she might have outdone herself this time with a cookie she calls Holy Rollers. Okay, I want something sweet to eat today, and I think you have the perfect recipe.
I have a sweet and salty cookie for us today. We're gonna do, we call them Holy Rollers, and they're made Holy Rollers. So they're made with the salty part is Chex Mix, and then the Rolos are the sweet part. So we have sweet and savory.
I have not had a Rolo since I was a kid.
Really? I love Rolos.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad you ate that because you're gonna need energy because I need you to peel.
I'm not peeling all those.
We're all gonna peel them.
You're crazy.
Get started, Gard.
We need some help, not just us.
Eladio.
Where's Oscar? Come on in here. Come on, let's go. No. In the ball, dude. In the ball. Not like this. Not like that. All right, Heather, last one. Look at this mess. Here we go.
We had help. So we have 3 sticks of unsalted room temperature butter. We have 2 cups of packed dark brown sugar, and then we have a cup of granulated sugar.
And it just goes all in. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't, yeah, for sugar you can add all at the same time. Okay, we're gonna add, I'll let you add the eggs.
Okay.
There's 2 eggs and 1 egg white. We have 4 cups of flour here, 2 teaspoons of salt, and a teaspoon of baking soda. So we're gonna add this in. Oh look, I forgot the vanilla. So that should go in with
Don't forget the vanilla.
Don't do that at home. So once you can no longer see flour, we're gonna add the Rolos.
And that's not gonna gum up the mixer right there?
No.
Oh, look at that poor thing. Oh, it's spitting. The mixer's spitting. It's spitting stuff out.
Scoop these out, bake them at 325. And I like doing a big 3-ounce scoop. You can do smaller at home, but our cookies here are pretty
Look at that big Rolo right there.
That. I know.
Get it in the oven.
Okay.
I'm hungry. Those are big. I knew they were going to be big, right?
Right?
And tell me the name again of these babies.
Holy rollers.
The Holy Rollers. Holy mackerel. Those are great. Heather's latest cookbook, Big Food, Big Love, is in stores now. We'll be right back, but first, this refined, shareable moment.
The whole theme here in the Alex speaks to a speakeasy kind of theme. Going back to the Prohibition period of the 1920s and 30s, basically when alcohol, a lot of it was outlawed. So in order to do that, you had to find unconventional ways in order to get out these spirits. Compartments that they were using were too large for a traditional sink. So instead, a bathtub sink was a lot easier to use and construct. What we've decided to do is, in that same spirit, bring that whole tradition back. What we have for you today is a mixture, obviously, of juniper as the primary ingredient. As for any bathtub gin, we use allspice, anise, and we use an array of fresh citruses as well as cardamom. We feel like the mixture kind of creates a smoothness to what bathtub gin would entail. I thought it'd also be a little bit cooler to actually get smaller bathtubs and present it, properly. That's a part of being a bartender, is just being able to tell a lot of these older stories with a lot of new ones as well. Not necessarily reinventing the wheel, but just adding, a couple of spokes to it here and there is what we do here at the Alex.
What you do?
Welcome back to the show. If you're still looking for a bit of a getaway from the city this summer, don't forget about Whidbey Island. One of our favorite refined destinations is tucked away on the island in the quaint little town of Langley.
So Langley is one of the most magical places that I've ever come across wherever I've lived.
One of the best places in western Washington is just a quick ferry ride away. Locals on Whidbey Island call Langley the village by the sea. We call it a hidden oasis with unique shops on every corner. Places like Ott and Murphy Winery, where the wines are handcrafted right on the island.
Well, there's 900 wineries in Washington, and we're a small handful that's just focused on using traditional Rhone varietals. There's so many great spots to take a view. We try and capture that, allow people to have that experience of connecting with the Puget Sound and the view, and then also tasting something that we handcrafted at our small winery.
If you're looking to do a little shopping, Artisan Crafted Home is just across the street. It started as an online business 15 years ago, but the owners decided the heart of Langley was perfect for their first shop.
There's things that you really need to touch, to feel, and hold to see, the minute details. A lot of the things you'll find in the store from local artisans.
This shop is beautiful and filled with amazing items, from hand-blown glass to awesome smelling candles.
We sell products that you can put in your home and your neighbor's not going to have it. And your neighbor's neighbor's not going to have it.
If you need to pick up some new duds, you should take a peek inside Fair Trade Outfitters. It's not your average clothing store.
Everything in the shop is fair trade, which means that anyone involved in producing the clothes is making a fair living wage, even to the cotton grower.
After all that shopping, it's time to channel your inner child and hit up the machine shop for some old school gaming fun.
People love the pinball. The adults love the older electromechanical. The kids love the younger games. And then we do concerts here as well, about once a month.
It's a really small community that's really tightly woven, that is accepting from people from all over the place. So whether you live on the island or whether you're coming from the mainland, it's just a great place to be.
All right, that's going to do it from today's show. From the San Michelle Winery, I'm Gart Swanson. We will see you next time right here on Seattle Refined.